I hate gamble boxes in games, specifically in Rocket League. In Rocket League, they added a feature sometime after launch whereby you'll be playing a game, and then at the end of the game, you might be awarded a loot crate, a box, that could contain one of a certain list of items. The only way you can open these boxes is if you use a key. And the only way to get keys is if you buy them with real money, or you trade items with other players for keys. The problem is, the only way you get items that are worth trading is by opening crates in the first place, or by trading many crates. But, we'll get into that later. So you get given crates seemingly completely at random. It could take weeks to save up 10 crates, let's say. I am staunchly opposed to the idea of throwing money at a game on a gamble for a chance at maybe getting what you want. Fuck that. In Rocket League, you can't earn keys. You get given crates seemingly completely at random, and you can't make it give you what you want. You're at the mercy of an algorithm that's designed to give you the shit items orders of magnitude more often than the items you actually want. So for example, you open up the crate and it's got about 10 skins that are just crap, and then there's a much less chance of you getting the slightly rarer items, which are usually trail boosts and things like that. Then there's an even slimmer chance yet of you getting a new car body, which are pretty cool. Or there's a super rare chance of you getting these awesome wheels, or this ultimate rare animated decal that can go on any car. The crates are obviously designed to kick out the useless shit decals way more often than the rare stuff. You might say to me, oh, but you can trade items with people on Rocket League. Well, yes, you can, but glancing over the fact that you can't even arrange that shit in-game. You have to go elsewhere to a different website to arrange deals with people to then carry out in the game. There isn't even a marketplace in the game for that. Glossing over that Destiny Grimoire-style bullshit, the perceived value people have placed on these things are fucking ridiculous because of the artificial scarcity they've created by making these things super rare. I would love it if they just said, oh, you want this skin? It's a $5 in the store. And I would think, okay, $5 is a little bit steep, but I want it, so I'll pay it. And I would gladly pay to have the decal I want. But why would they do that? Why would they put something in the store and then say, hey, you can buy this, when they can just put out this shitty gamble box loot crate bullshit mechanic where they force people, if you want to get all the best stuff, because all the best stuff's in the crates, if you want to get all the best stuff, gotta put money in. And it's not just a case of, oh, here's some money, give me the item. It's a case of, oh, here's some money, I would like to buy 10 tiny chances of getting the item that I want. And people say, oh yeah, but you can trade and you can give away the items you don't want. You're right, you can, if anyone would take them. I think I bought 20 keys at one point. I bought 10 keys 1 month, and then a while later, some months later, after I'd saved up 10 more crates, I bought 10 more keys. In the hopes that, well, I didn't hope that I would get what I wanted from the crates, because I'm not dumb enough to assume that would happen. But I thought at the very least I would get some stuff that could actually be traded. And admittedly, I got a couple of things that people would actually want to trade. There was a boost, and there was something else, I think some car model that I didn't want. So I was able to trade those with someone that did want them. But that was £16. And all I got for that £16 was a car body that I was after, and a boost trail that I was after. Worth £16? I don't think so, and you might say, you must think it's worth it if you bought it. No, that's not how worth works. I wanted those things, and that's the only fucking way I was going to get them. So now, I want some cool wheels and a cool decal, right? But the decal I want, people have placed wild values on it. I just wouldn't mind it if you can go to the store and just pay them for the things you actually want, instead of them just introducing this gamble box bullshit. There's making money by selling DLC, and then there's outright cash grabbery, and this is literally that. This is as anti-consumer as a game mechanic can possibly be. It benefits no one but the fucking developers and publishers. The game is objectively made worse by this being introduced. And I can say that because I've seen it myself. You go into unranked playlist and you'll see that they are plagued with crate farmers. People that just go into unranked matches, put a bit of string around their analog sticks so the game thinks that they're moving the controller so they don't get kicked out of the match for being idle, and then go off and do something else, and the game just like auto-plays match after match after match. While they're not actually there to play it, they're just getting the matches under their belt so the game will eventually give them these random crates. And that sucks for anyone that's in that match, both on their team and not on their team, because it goes from being a 3-on-3 match to a 2-on-3 match, because these people are just farming crates. This is an issue that literally did not exist in the game until crates were added, so they demonstrably make the game worse. If someone can demonstrate to me how this crate system has made the game better, as opposed to releasing these items in a store where you can just outright buy them, I'd like to hear it. Going back to trading for a minute, these wild values people have placed on items. Of course, you can go to a trade and you can say, okay, I don't have any crates, but I'll buy some keys, and then I will trade some keys for some items, because that's like a main currency in these trades. People are like, okay, this thing's worth X amount of keys. Before I was aware of the insane value the community has placed on these items, fueled of course by the artificial scarcity implemented by the crate algorithms, I attempted to make some trades to get one of the most awesome skins for my car, and I was literally laughed out of a few trades because I didn't know that a certain skin had a perceived value of 30 keys. I was offering a bunch of crates because I thought, okay, crates, you know, each one of these has a chance to have something good in it. People will take the crates, but no, the crates are of such little value because the chance of them having a good item in them is so small. Some guy literally said to me, oh, you have no idea how much these things are worth. 1 key is worth 7 crates. And I was like, wow, and it takes weeks to be awarded 7 crates. So you can't trade in crates unless you just play the game forever and don't trade anything away. So you have to trade in keys. So I was like, okay, how much is that skin that I want off you? How many keys is that? And this guy said 30 keys. The market value is 30 keys, which would cost you £24. £24 for a skin? On what planet is that reasonable? Not fucking this one, I'll tell you. The only people that benefit from this kind of bullshit are the very, very few people who just happen to open a crate and get a really rare item and then sell it for an extortionate price like 30 keys, and then they can open 30 more crates. They benefit from it, and Psionics benefit from it, and if they've got a publisher, they'll benefit from it as well. But the average Joe, who doesn't want to just throw money at this, like I said, I got no qualms with paying money towards the game. Up until a certain point, I was buying all the DLC cars they released, until I realised, wait, I don't really drive any of them, so I'll stop. But if they released skins and trails and all that shit, I would buy them. I'd buy the ones I want, but they don't let us do that. They're like, wait a minute, we can repeatedly charge them again and again for a little chance at getting what they want. And that's the bit that bugs me the most. It's not just a case of you're paying for keys to get an item you want. It's you're paying for keys for a tiny, tiny chance of getting what you want. Like I said, I've spent 16 quid. I bought 20 keys. Not a single item I got out of those 20 crates was one I wanted to keep. Not a single one. And it's like, fuck gambling mechanics in games. Fuck this loot crate bullshit system in Rocket League. And fuck the fact that people are so willing to just throw cash at it. They're doing no different than writing a letter to the developer going, this is awesome, we love being ripped off, keep doing it. And this shit is in so many games now. It's in Overwatch, it's in Halo, it's in Call of Duty, it's gonna be fucking everywhere. I can't believe that people were upset about DLC when this exists and they're okay with it. They're okay with gambling bullshit, throwing their money away, they're fine with that. I don't understand it. Fuck gambling bullshit in games. Just let me buy the item. I want to give you money, but I don't want to just give you money for you to give me in return shit I don't want. That's not something I'm okay with, and yet that's what I have to do if I want any of the good stuff that they're putting into the game. And it bugs me the way they present the crates as well. They're like, oh, congratulations, you've been awarded a crate. And then what it doesn't say, but it should, is, oh, but this crate is fucking useless unless you pay us money. So, you haven't been awarded anything. Well, you have. You've been awarded an opportunity to pay us money. Congratulations. Fuck this shit, man. And people who buying into it every now and then, you know, whatever, that's okay. But people who support it, there was this 15-year-old kid on Reddit earlier that reckons he's done with the game now and he's put like $200 into it. And I'm like, I wonder where those $200 went. Did they go into regular DLC? No, I'm going to assume they went into this crate bullshit, telling the developers that it's cool to implement this fucking shit. And I think it's not.